What's going on, everybody? Back with another movie suggestion day. So I know with the last video I had editing in it, but since that lags a little bit and takes a little bit longer to edit, I'm still going to be having some videos like these where it's not edited, it's just straight through, and I think that works for these anyway because it's just movie suggestions. So for today, we are going to be talking about summer movies and some good picks that I think are really fun for the summer, and some additional ones that are my personal favorites. So for the first one, I have a big duh, Jaws. I mean, it takes place in the summer. Yeah, it's once you watch it, you're not going to want to do any of the summer activities because you'll be eaten by a shark. But it is one of my personal favorite movies of all time. Even if it's not, honestly, for me, it's not even like a horror anymore. I know it's a horror for people, but like for me, I love more of the stuff that has to do with the summer and the outside air and just the comedy of the characters and everything. It is one of the probably Spielberg's one of his best movies. We know that much so far. But overall, it's just if you want to experience summer in a movie, this is it. They talk about going to the beach and going to the water and everything. Such a great movie. If you haven't checked it out, you need to. But if you already have seen it, look at it less as a horror movie and more as a summer movie. See if it changes, because that's like what the first half really is more just you know summer. For the next one, we're gonna go with Blue Hawaii, which is an Elvis movie. Now, I will admit to you, I haven't actually seen this all the way through, but my mom and dad put it on all the time. They love the Elvis movies, and yeah, they're cheesy, but it's Elvis. I mean, you gotta love Elvis. But yeah, I mean, it's basically I don't know what it's about to be perfectly honest. I watch it in little bits and pieces as they put it on, but Elvis is at the beach and he sings a lot of like luau songs, and I don't know, he's Elvis, he's cool, and it's the beach, and there's just a lot of like I mean everything Hawaiian. There's leis, and you got palm trees and yeah, everything you can think about in terms of relaxing on the beach in the summer. You got the um what's it called the you know what I'm talking about, the little thing. It's the ukulele. God, I know. Maybe I should have editing on this. But yeah, so Blue Hawaii is another really good one that it's not so much like the beach, a regular beach that you go to like Ocean City or something. It is Hawaii beach, and that's honestly even more relaxing to watch. Again, it can be cheesy, but it's Elvis. We gotta love it. A next one isn't so much about summer, but it has kind of that same thing of the beach. Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm sure you've already seen this one, or at least have seen one of them. But this one's definitely the best one by far. Definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Johnny Depp character. He's just he owned that character of Jack Sparrow. And yeah, I mean it's a fun one. It's one of Disney's best live actions. It's before the live actions got sort of okay and stale and I don't know, sort of like just CGI all the time and everywhere. And this is I forget sometimes that this is a Disney movie, but it is. I mean, it's produced by Walt Disney, but it's one of those that's not marketed as so much as Walt Disney. It's just a fun movie about pirates, based obviously on the ride. Um, but yeah, I mean, a star-studded cast, and I mean, it's got Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley and Jeffrey Rush, among a bunch of other people, and it's just a really fun one. It's got a lot of great moments, a lot of great parts. You're I say a summer movie because you're on a pirate ship sailing across the water all the time, and on beaches and everything. If you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. My personal favorite scene is when they get stuck on the island, and Jack runs out of the rum for reasons I won't tell you if you haven't seen it. His reaction is one of my favorite bits of comedy. I mean, it's not really a bit, but it's just really funny. And so the next one is Weekend at Bernie's. And this one I have seen all the way through, for sure. I've seen it a few times, and is definitely one of the best comedies. I think it's definitely an 80s movie. 89, just barely an 80s movie. But it is one of the funniest 80s movies. It's kind of like in the area of the John Hughes, where it's like just a smaller movie. It's, a small cast and just a really simple plot. This guy, their boss, dies, while they're gonna meet him at his beach house, and he dies, and they don't realize it for a second, and then once they do, they don't want people thinking that they murdered him, so they just as you can see, they just hold him up the whole time and pretend like he's alive. And so that's an insane premise, but it's very very funny, very short. It's one of those that's just a really fun movie. It's not heavy or anything. It's just a really stupidly fun movie at a beach house. A lot of these just have to do with beaches, which is why I think they're great for summer. The last one doesn't have to do with a beach, and I don't own it, but Dazed and Confused. It's just another one of those. It's one of those that falls into the category of the coming of age, and you got the everybody, all these teenagers going to parties and getting high and everything, and you got the cool guys and the nerds being, pulled in by the cool guys, like, hey, why don't you come along? And the best thing to come out of Dazed and Confused is obviously All Right, All Right, All Right, by Matthew McConaughey. I love the meme that goes along with that, with the line where you're like, can you turn up the AC? And then it's just Matthew McConaughey saying it'd be a lot cooler if you did. All right, I'm fucking stupid. Whatever. But Dazed and Confused, I've only seen it once, but it's definitely, it's one of those that it's like if you're just looking to chill out and watch. A lot of these movies are really just chill out movies, which is what summer is. But it's one that's not so much about lying on the beach and relaxing, but it's a fun, if you want to get back to like what it was like being a kid and summer parties and everything. Those are really really fun ones. They don't necessarily have like a lot of messages or meanings as much, but it's just the experience of doing that again. And I'm going to add two more in here that are just some of my personal favorites. I'm not kidding. I mean personal favorites when it comes to summer movies. These are ones my family and we watch every summer. Again, not kidding. I know they're both Disney Channel movies. I don't care because they're very good. Venus Themis movie. I don't watch the show. I've never seen the show. I don't really care as much about the show. But this movie we've seen, and we watch it every summer because it's super funny. Again, Disney Channel cheese and everything, but it's super funny. And then obviously High School Musical 2. I would put all the other ones, whatever. But this one's the one that's during the summer. Incredible songs. My favorite songs, I think, out of the trilogy. It's got the best songs, I think. And I could talk for days about this, but, summer movie. If you're into Disney Channel movies and DComs, this is the summer one for you. I would say Teen Beach Movie, but this one I think is the OG. We'll talk about Teen Beach Movie another time though. I promise for you DCOM people. So anyway, those are the summer movies. Let me know what your favorite summer movies are in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, keep your hopes high, stress low, and movies right in the middle.